And we're back. Hey, this is Maria again and Mr. George. In the last segment, George told me about Overdrive. And Overdrive is just the software that we cannot control, just like EBSCO and something else. And he also showed us how to search Overdrive. I remember one very important thing, to click to view all. So here's Mr. George again to talk to you about the software.
Now that you know how to navigate the digital downloads, now the customer is really going to want to know, how do I download this? They'll come in and say, how do I make this work? Well, in order for them to get started, those guides on columbuslibrary.org will tell them about these pieces of software. We're first going to talk about Adobe Digital Editions. That's the yellow arrow. The red arrow is talking about Overdrive Media Console. Don't worry about Mobi Pocket Reader. That is going the way of the dodo. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Way of the dodo.
Way of the dodo. Now, the first piece of software I want to talk about is Adobe Digital Editions. This kind of works like the iTunes of ebooks for libraries. Now, the red arrow is pointing to a book that I've downloaded. Now, if a customer installs this correctly, it will download right to Adobe Digital Editions. From here, they can transfer to an ebook or an e-reader, transfer ebooks such as PDFs, PDF ebooks, or EPUB ebooks, and transfer them right to their device. Now, the important thing about Adobe Digital Editions is that it needs to be activated. If a customer comes in and is having trouble, or if they're on the phone, ask them, have you authorized your device? If they have no idea what you're talking about, tell them, click on the left upper hand corner where it says library. If you click where the red arrow is pointing, it says authorized computer. Go ahead and click on that. If it says authorized computer and it has an email address saying this computer has been authorized to blah, 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 then the computer has been authorized correctly. If it does say authorized computer and asks for an Adobe ID and password, there's a link to adobe.com where they can sign up for an Adobe ID. This is kind of like a digital flag saying george@gmail.com has this book. The important thing about Adobe ID is only 6 activations. If they have more than 6 activations, a big message will come up saying, you've reached 6 activations. You cannot activate any more. Oh no! Well, what this means is you can have up to maybe 6 devices, such as your phone, your iPad, your personal computer, and an e-reader. Past that, it won't allow you. This is all about digital rights management, trying to protect the e-book.
Are you saying, George, that is 666? Are you saying something about 666?
No, I'm not talking about the devil. No, 6 activations. That's kind of like when you title your car. You only have one title for your car. You can't have a bunch of titles for your car. So in essence, it's kind of like titles for all these e-readers and digital devices like computers, etc.
Good to know. I was getting scared.
Very. Now in Adobe Digital Editions, you can actually return items early. Under that download that you have, there's a cool book there. It says Kids. Now, if you click on the down pointing arrow where it says, or that red arrow there, all the way at the bottom it says Return Borrowed Items. Now, in Adobe Digital Editions, this is the only way that you can return an item early. All the audio books and e-flicks, they go for 14 days or 7 days. After that, it automatically deletes itself. But in Adobe Digital Editions, you can actually return it early.
Okay, so you have up to 10 that you can check out from digital download. So you're saying that if I get tired of something and I want to return it early, I can get another one? Really?
That is true. If you have an ebook that's on Adobe Digital Editions and you have a max amount, again, 10, and you want to download another ebook, go ahead and return that item. And it will return and remove from your account. And then you can download another digital download.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. The other piece of software I want to talk about is Overdrive Media Console for PC and Mac. This is a piece of software, again, similar to iTunes, but this one's cool because it's for audiobooks and e-flicks and music. Specifically for that. You don't have to enter an Adobe ID for this. This is really great.
Ooh, MP3.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It works really similar to the other piece of software. The last one I want to talk about is the Overdrive Media Console app. This is a piece of software specifically designed for portable devices, such as the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and Android, cool Android devices like tablets and phones.
Yay for apps.
Yay for apps. And more information is coming soon on how to download and install these apps. Keep your eyes open for that.
Great. Yeah, got it done.